Well, I did... How long does the Halloween event take to do? Because I wanted to get the Halloween shit. The Halloween quest, is that long? I did want to get my Halloween stuff. Super fast. 10 to 15 minutes. Where do you start? It's in Gridania, right? Usually is. Let's go. Depends on if you're reading or not. Okay, I might read it. I do this every year. I gotta get my stuff. It's been more than a few moons since last we met. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind? Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let's reflect on the history on this fell night. Do fell fiends emerge to cavort and careen, unconcerned with the judgments of those on high? For the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with merriment as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God's fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes. No longer, nay, for adventurers came and drove out the void scent, restoring safety to the city streets and marking the occasion of one of jubilation. That's all well and good, but what about poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints' Wake reborn as a celebration for all. How do I propose to accomplish this? Binding obligations, friend. I'm convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they're permitted to partake in the festivities. There's one troubled soul who still seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you'd be willing to give him a hand. Okay, talk to Papa Gruff. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance to the Great Lone Growery. Alrighty. Let's go. So, oh. The demons have contracts that let them not screw around too much with the people. And one of them, though, is having a bad time. Oh, hey, it's the guy with the highlights that you're not allowed to have on your character's head. But that looks so cool. Yeah, it's from last year. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let's then end things on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Phil Cox and his transformation magics. Oh my god, this music. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I gonna get machinationed during this? What was all that about? The clowning and whatnot was the right laugh. Oh, the clowning and whatnot was a right laugh, but that last bit was bleeding rubbish. Come on, let's get out of here. There we go. If he's gonna say bleeding rubbish, you gotta say it right. Okay. What's more, you failed to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. I had the crowd in the palm of my hand. We'd have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I've had it up to my eyeball with this farce. Just because, you know, a few cheap tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. I can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking it to the stage with you again. Good riddance. Bye. How will I make this my problem? Well, well, fate has conspired for us to cross paths once again. Out with it, then. I'm here for my reward. Fell fiend, failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' Wake. Phil Cox. Phil Cox and I have a insatiable appetite for ether. But unlike your garden variety void scent, who hunt hapless mortals like beasts, we sate our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. Oh my god, same. I tell you, there's no ether as delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation. They're out here looking for likes and clicks, man. which set me to thinking perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Thus did I commit to giving folk the sort of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds, and in the process no small number of ether-laden delicacies. And what better occasion for such terrifying... Isn't this like rewriting what Voidsent do? You don't have to... Apparently, if you just give them approval, then it works. The method is catching. Now Voidsent, now seek ether in this manner. Philcox is a reformed individual. Did you tell Zero about this? When I first laid eyes upon him, I sensed promise. But get him in front of a crowd and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause. You'd be better off hearing it from the Ahriman's mouth, though. Is this a retcon? Hey, Zep, will you play the Nahida event on Genshin? Nahida event? I love Nahida. Yeah, I want to do Nahida event. Nahida birthday! I love Nahida. How big is the event? I didn't even know about it. That sniveling whelp of an imp. Magic's this, magic's that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. Soothe him. There, there. There, there. He can eat exposure, right? Apologies. I had taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Did that pumpkinhead lady send you to check up on me? Yeah. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you my tale. Try as I might, I just can't get the hang of transformation magics, and without the means to delight the crowds, we're starved for appreciation. I'm an Ahriman. Paralyzing prey with this big eye of mine? Not a problem. Turning them to stone with a petrifying glare? Trifling task. Hells, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience. My metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put ether on the table either. Does he not have a nose as an Ahriman? I ought to just tell that pumpkin-headed lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here at her behest, you'd better come too. Yeah, just give up. Yeah. Good idea. Let's go tell her. Yeah, just give up. Don't even worry about it. Tell her you can't do it, because you don't want to. Keep in mind that some people doing these quests are literally new and not that point in the story. What? Do you think it should add context to what? I gather you had a hand in Philcox's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings? Not that it did any good. I'm still stuck at square one. Underappreciated and underfed. Oh my god. The songs. Such a curious child. Are you truly so blind to your own potential? No doubt you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray share your wisdom with Philcox. Oh. You can smell dark emotions. Use your gift to help those in need. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a Voidsent who suggests that. I don't see how helping others helps me, but then again, I know little of mortal ways. Oh my god, is he gonna find out that helping others was like, gives him satisfaction? Oh my god. Wait, I see the logic in it now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous Papa Gruff right off his pedestal? No. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleight of hand. Hold still. What? Well, now he's hot. She's like, have you tried being hot? You know, I think I can feel it. Maybe this is gonna be so tough after all. Honestly, it's a good suggestion. Okay. There you are. You know, I thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative, and therefore our success, or lack thereof, was ultimately my responsibility. But since that you've been scheming, it pleases me to inform you, Papa Gruff, that I found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection. What? And thereby the largest share of eat the rich victuals wins. And to the victor go the spoils of subservience. Is this a hentai plot? I'm sorry. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. Okay. That mortal epithet about one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Phil Cox. Ayo. He did get the Hot Topic buff, that's true. That's true. I know I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me. Okay. I will help. Ether starved. It's like touch starved. How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? Let's get out of here first. Okay. Trick or treat. Did you decorate your house yet for the Halloween? I did. Right. Time to look for folk harboring negative feelings. Just get on Twitter. It's easy. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. Okay. This is my first time in the city. I got a decent sense of direction, but can you lead the way? I got you. He's gonna follow me. Oh, conversation points. Conversation points. Okay. That clown was amazing. Such glee. They mentioned a clown. I'd wager they've just had the privilege of seeing one of Papa Gruff's performances. I'll be the first to admit, he's an expert illusionist, and you've only got to look at the folk like these ladies to see that he knows how to work a crown. But I won't be upstaged. I'll prove there's more than one way to win over an audience. Okay. If you say so. Oh, here we go. Just no machinations. Just please anything with that. Let's find out what ails him. Forgive me. There was this poor little girl who'd been separated from their mother. I was helping to look, but she disappeared. Oh no! She's a young lass dressed in blue. Why don't you tell a guard? Okay. Maybe we can teach him to just eat food like Zero. I'm detecting a despairing presence to the east. How convenient that you can sense the sadness and there's only one sad person in the town today. Everyone else is happy except this one person in the city. So it's good you couldn't detect it with your super senses. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to accrue some appreciation, but the poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out for her mama. Ba-da-ba. This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we need to reunite her with her mom. Yes. Wow. That's super hostile. Why don't you try coming up with an idea yourself? I'm not gonna be that rude. Use your senses to search for someone feeling anxious. You're saying that the mother will be worried that her daughter having gone missing? Brilliant. But if you could sense it before, then wouldn't you have sensed them both at the same time? Because there's more than one person who's distressed. It's the daughter and the mom. So why didn't you sense them both at the same time then? Oh my god. It's another one of those things you're not supposed to think too hard about. Found her. I don't know which is the bigger boon. Having you by my side or this fancy finery? I think I've learned my way around the city. Okay, great. Who? There's no one else sad about anything else in the town. Or distressed. Okay. Found her. Great. 12 be praised. You're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Wow, all the characters look so good now. Holy crap. Don't they look so amazing? The graphics update is such a W for this game. Do you believe me now? Sweet, sweet appreciation, all courtesy of my special talent. I can't help but notice they didn't offer you anything edible by way of thanks. For my part, I've already been rewarded with a tasty morsel. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. Suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity. I'm afraid she's right. He's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was tracking down the girl's mother. I better see what I can do to help. So we can sense multiple souls at the same time. So we got an extra one. Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna go it alone now. Find me when he's done. See you later. Zep, did you go a whole year without a Gamba incident? No. Because Siegeween was the Gamba incident. Siegeween got me. I think he looks like a stripper now. I think he looks great. But kinda, yeah. It's a perfect outfit for clubbing. It really is a very good Halloween clubbing outfit. They're giving the people what they demand. The adventure returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. I do hope keeping Philcock's company wasn't too taxing. See you later, Rob. Tasty morsel. You my thanks. Speak of the devils. Here they come. It's the resolution music. Dear, oh dear, that turned out to be a damn sight harder than I'd anticipated. And all I have to show for my travails is a single cookie. To think the first gift I'd received would prove to be the last. Curses. I didn't receive so much as a crumb. Suppose this means you win. Very well. I'm yours to command. Papa Gruff. You admit defeat far too readily, Philcox. Okay, so it's not the understanding and appreciation that they feed off of. It's like you help someone and they give you a cookie, and that's what they're feeding off of. Hooray, we found you. I wanted to thank you for helping me. I brought you a cookie. Aw, shit. They both got cookies. Simply scrumptious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Classic. Someone enjoyed food. And they were excited about it. I'm glad you liked it. Farewell. Okay, see you later. That makes it one apiece. A draw that... I feel like I've seen that gag so many times. Still, Phil Cox, while you had some assistance along the way, you've nevertheless done yourself proud. To think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings my praises. Awfully kind of you to finally admit I might have worth. Is that all you desire? My begrudging acceptance. Have you forgotten your reasons for joining in the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Gridania are still in need of my help. Where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be freed and given to me. Yep. Where's my cookie? Adventure, I'd better get going. Before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumpkin-headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Till then. So, he used a special skill to find people in need so that they give him a cookie. The promise I sensed in Phil Cox when he and I first met wasn't illusory after all. I should take my leave too. 'Twould be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints Week. Wouldn't you agree? I would say so. And for your part in this, a fitting reward. A set of finery from Hot Topic. Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment? You needn't worry. There never was an enchantment. That little charade was my way of giving Phil Cox the confidence he so sorely lacked. I think that was obvious from the beginning. Although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. I thought that was pretty obvious. Before I forget, you're hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get-together. Your help is much appreciated. Okay. Thank you for the reward. I wish someone said, "See, you did something nice. Do you want a cookie?" Yeah, that would have been hilarious. That would have been great. Yes. Well, I got my reward. And, can it go in the armor? Yes. Amazing. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm gonna go put it in the armor. Now you two are part of the Black Parade. When I was a young bun, my father took me to Gridania to see the marching band. Okay. Put that shit in the armor. We did it. Knight of Devilry shirt. Gloves. At least it goes in the armor. That's great. The story was pretty... it was pretty silly. But, I mean, it's seasonal event story. Usually it's pretty slow. Game is so pretty, really. FF14 is gorgeous graphically. They wear marching uniforms in the Black Parade, though. Oh, yeah. That's true. That is true. You said I can go to the house, the haunted house. Well, we might do that on Shroomerversary Day, Halloween. Have some, go in there. How do you go? Butler. Unusual usher. Sneaky Hollow. Yeah, it's for screenshotting. Nice. Really nice. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Who will change me into unsavory imp? Yeah! Cute. Wish I could be Pajal. Oh my god!